Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Live. So Goodman hosted a charity event earlier on. Yeah, this is not that.
Are we going to undo all that
Standard
goodwill?
legal disclaimer. You may enjoy, you may laugh, you may cry at what you listen to and watch here in the next couple of hours, or hour, I guess. Whatever it is, 2 hours, about 2 hours, dose hours. But you will feel bad about yourself. You will regret the time spent. And yeah, and that's our standard disclaimer.
Yeah.
Look
You
forward
won't
to
need to donate anything, but you will pay.
it. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
The nightmares alone.
Undoing all the goodwill that they did earlier.
Exactly. I mean, there's got to be a balance.
Yeah.
It's
All
probably
right,
going to
Chuck,
take
do you
like
have
10 minutes
anything
to
at all?
undo hours of good work.
What? Nope. Do I
It's
have
probably going to take us minutes to undo hours of good
Oh,
work.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, as far as me, no, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go?
Right.
Okay, well, we'll start with you anyway and tell us who you're playing tonight, Chuck. We're back to our Weird Frontiers, our DCC powered Weird West game. Chuck, who are you playing?
I am playing Pierce McIntyre, occultist, and I can cast spells by wiggling my fingers and mustache.
In that order?
No, it's a free for all.
And his newest thing is using his mystical branding iron on people. Don't ask.
Yes, it's not necessarily magical. That's just fun.
Daniel, who you got?
Technically, I'm playing Chance, our gunslinger, who hasn't got a chance of shooting anything, it seems. But he sure tries.
So are you technically a gunslinger, or you technically have a chance of rolling something useful?
I mean,
both.
it's pretty even. He is great at getting punched a lot, though, and taking it for some reason.
There is
Seems
that.
to be
Jake,
fairly terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Well, je m'appelle Kylian Fauché, who is a French photographer turned Calavera. He came to experience the horrors of war, and now he is experiencing the horrors of weird frontiers. Ooh.
So much worse than war. So much. Joe, playing our shyster of the unpronounceable, illegible character. Who you got, Joe?
Yeah, I'm playing the Jebediah Bejebums, our gambler con man extraordinaire.
Indeed. Well, we've got Scabbers. Tell us about Scab.
Oh, hi, I'm Scab. I'm 12 years old. I forget what Mr. McIntyre said it was. It was something like a Tommyknocker. All I know is there was a cave-in at the mine I was working at, and I've been feeling a little funny ever since then, but it's okay because he's my dad now, and everything's going to be better. Everything's better.
Everything
Thank you, Jeremy.
is great.
And Eddie. Who you got, Eddie?
I am playing Ivan, the luchador. He is the charmer of maidens, breaker of backs, filler of pants, adventurer extraordinaire who is thick as a brick and doesn't pay attention to any of the things that his teammates do behind closed doors or behind their backs.
Or even in front of them sometimes.
Or even in front of them most of the time. He just thinks everybody's a good person.
How wrong you are.
That'll never backfire.
So we are playing through the modules that are currently out now. I'm kind of weaving them all together in an Uber plot line as you guys are tracking down pages of the Necronomicon. And you got some information that your shyster is really keen on after having read some papers. There's apparently very, very nearby Tall Shadows, possibly the name of a plantation home, possibly the name of the entire plantation that you folks are going to check out. I think we ended last time with you guys trekking through what's beginning to be a swampland in search of Tall Shadows. So we'll just pick up there. This is the beginning of a new adventure, by the way. So if you guys are down any grit, put it back up.
Oh, good, because I was
Starting values.
almost flatlined.
Yeah.
Would we be healed as well, or
No. You do
We're
not
not that
heal
lucky.
between adventures, but you
I
get
had to
yours.
try?
Mhm. Yeah, there's that. You
We're
had your
still level
healing
3.
montage, and that's what you got. That's what you got. Yes, still level 3. All right. So, well, the air is very humid. It's hot, and you're pushing your way through young growths of cypress trees that are sprouting out of sodden lands of the now bayou. As the landscape has changed a bit through your walking, you're going in the correct direction. You're assuming from what little information you've been able to get a hold of. The sun is high in the sky, beating down on your neck and face, just making you tasty little morsels for all the mosquitoes in the air. You push through this last bit of tall marsh grass, and you see stretched out in front of you what used to be, what was once, a rich plantation land. Outlying fields are now home to tangled underbrush. There's 30-year-old cypress trees and tupelo trees slowly reclaiming the once tilled lands. You see the roofs of a clustered outbuildings now collapsed, nearly entirely underwater. But your eyes are drawn to the plantation house itself. It must have been the envy of all in its heyday, a 3-story brick masterpiece fronted by 6 stout columns and a porch. It's a balcony with a solid chimney thrusting from the roof. Time in the bayou have had its way at the plantation house. Once manicured lawns are now black gardens drowned by the bayou. The ground floor stands inundated by dark waters of the swamp that lap up against the lower stairs leading up. So I'm going to share a picture. Show it to players.
Ooh.
That's a nice looking little house there.
Is there you
I
go.
want to run a
So,
dehumidifier though, just to
Yeah.
that's a spell, dehumidifier.
I think I
Yeah.
might have that.
That's
Yeah.
spell.
Probably need to cast a major spell, dehumidifier, probably on the whole property.
So, other than the buzzing insects, everything is quiet. The chimneys, the dual chimneys on the roof, are not lit. The balconies look very rickety. And again, the lower portions of the house are just good 2 feet of swamp water going in through the front doors.
But that's probably only the second floor would be habitable.
Possibly. So we'll pick it up there, guys. Looks like you have found tall shadows.
Well, kind of looks a little shitty, but
It's a bit.
there's supposed to be someone here, though, right?
Don't see anyone around. It's quiet.
If you
Um,
excuse me, I was awful distracted by that scrimshaw on the way over, and I've completely forgotten what we're doing here again. One of you remind me.
well, I will be looking for a branch because deep waters have lizards. Yes.
The one-eyed cyclops that have kind of been leading you on to the pages of the Necronomicon kind of led you here.
That's
so
right.
you are to believe there must be a page here.
Okay, that's
There was some fella that the big guy had talked to, and then he talked to us and passed word, like maybe another page would be here, or something like that.
Yes. The LaRue family came here during the French Revolution, and built this lovely place. And then this happened.
Unfortunately,
You
nothing
guys
bad's
found
ever
out
happened
that
to
there
us in the
was-
swamp.
There was a massive hurricane that kind of leveled everything several years ago.
Well,
Storm of 1831.
assuming the bullet building the hole is looking around is potentially free.
Well, do we want to try the front door Or do you want to climb up?
I want to climb up the stairs. I'm curious if it looks like any effort's been made recently to clear any like brush or anything outside, particularly
It certainly
to
doesn't look like
walkways.
it. Yeah, and
Okay.
again, the bottom floors, there's a good 2 feet of standing water.
Listen, I mean, we're going to get our shoes wet no matter what. I say we just head on in.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll extend the legs of my tripod that I have from my photography days, and I'll stick those ahead of me into the water so I can kind of tippy tap back and forth to make sure I don't run into any
The
hungry
big
gators.
Oh, that too.
I like that. I like that. Everybody except for Jake, give me a luck check.
Okay.
I can't see my character sheet behind you. Oh, wow. Well, there goes all my good rolls for the day.
Oh shit.
Passed.
Oh, you got a boon in.
So
Nice.
Pierce failed
I did.
and Scabbers failed. and
failed.
Ivan failed. Okay. So too late to see what Killian is doing, and he's avoiding deeper portions of the swamp, sticky mud that you sink into up to your ankles, up to your thighs. He is finding a way slowly towards those stairs and seems to be doing just fine with a stick. The rest of you trudging forward, those of you that fail, you kind of sink in like waist high, just muck, just all in your shoes. You've got this nasty, nasty water just all in your clothing. You know there's going to be mosquito eggs in there, maybe leeches.
Just want to say that I got a critical success. So
You're fine. Perhaps you're just right behind Killian, just following him.
just enough
as
to
you're
not make the
going.
mistakes.
Ivan sinks in all the way up to like his nose, barely above the water line. As he's just completely drenched in this swamp water. I think, are you still wounded at all?
No, I'm actually pretty good right now.
Okay. All right. So at least you don't have open wounds being exposed to all this nasty fetid water. Now, Jebediah,
Yeah, I've got one arm out of the water holding up the lady's scarf up above because I don't want to get it dirty.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
This is important. to me.
Jebediah,
I'm
you
down to
passed
14
as
health
well.
still.
Yep.
You went straight for the stairwells, which kind of goes up to this overhanging balcony, which would be the second floor, really. So you actually get over there just fine. It's the water's no more than slightly above ankle deep for you. You put hand on the lower part of the stairway and you start climbing up to that porch. So on the screen there that you guys are seeing, I don't know if Chuck is sharing. Looks like he is. This is the porch. So you come up. And you see there's a large double door, which is right here, 2 single doors on either side of that, and windows. The windows are all boarded up from the inside. Doors are closed. So you can't really see in. You know, you can look through some of the slats in the windows, but it's all dark in there. It doesn't look like there's any lights on.
Hmm.
All right, so Jebediah has ran up the stairs. He seems to be on that balcony, start of the
Yep.
second floor. Killian, you make your way across without any effort either, with Chance right behind you. Are you guys following Jebediah, or are you checking out that ground floor?
As long as I'm not going first, I'll follow someone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, I would rather somebody else be first. So yeah, I'll follow as well.
Okay.
And once I climb up the stairs a bit, I'll exchange my tripod for my coach gun.
Chance, are you following as well?
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having the high ground.
Okay. Well, in that case, Killian, you get near the top as Chance starts up behind you. And unfortunately, Jebediah, being a lighter man, light on his feet and well used to sneaking about, took the right path and kind of stayed away from the center of the stairs. But the two of you, the weight that you're putting on the stairs, well, that stairway just collapses. Killian, you got almost to the top before Chance started up, though. So why don't you make me an agility check?
Oh boy.
Or
It's pretty good.
17.
17. You managed to just flop yourself up on top of that deck at the feet of Jebediah as the stairs kind of disintegrate around you. Chance, you're not quite so lucky. You're about halfway up when that starts to fall. Now, if you will also give me an agility check, yours is a little harder. And that's definitely not it. You grab that last stair, you think you got a good hold on it, and then it just kind of it's just like mush. The wood just doesn't hold up, and you fall, splash in the water, completely submerged. And you come up as the rest of the party comes spluttering up behind you, also quite wet, quite nasty.
I suppose we'll go in through the front and we'll meet you up there. Ugh.
Now, there are, as the image showed, there are two sets of stairs going up to that balcony. So we'll say the left one was the closest, and that's the one that broke and fell.
Well, we can test the other side, and I'll follow my ass on down it too for breaks.
I'm okay with
All right.
this.
If you go up by yourself, you make it just fine. The wood is rickety. There are definitely soft spots where it's just completely disintegrated, but you stay to an edge and you make it up top.
All right, I'll pass that along to everyone else, one at a time.
One at a time.
Keep
then.
to an edge.
I will scoot along one of the handrails to make my way up slowly.
Oh, you've already made it up, Killian. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just me.
So you and Jebediah are up there. Chance just went up the other stairway. Who's next?
The Scab, why don't you head on up next?
Okay. Can I see that Mr. Bear's having a hard time? I mean, we're both stuck in it, I suppose, but one benefit of being, different is I can hold my breath for a really long time. Maybe forever.
How high up is that balcony?
The cat is just reclined over your head to get as far away from the water as possible. Like a comfortable little ear wrap. Eddie, so looking up at the railing, it's a good 8 feet. But remember, you're standing in a couple of feet of swamp water as well.
Would I be able to lift people up so that they can grab onto the balcony and
Certainly.
pull themselves up it?
Certainly.
Okay. I'll offer to start helping people up there if they want to avoid the stairs and a potential spill.
Oh, you're the best.
Very well.
Thanks,
goes up.
Mr. Ivan.
All right. Yep. I'll lift Scab up there and see if he can get himself on up there first.
So you lift Scab up, and he got submerged pretty good in the water. And you notice that there are just like a number of leeches that are just falling off of him.
Oh, great.
Not
So they're probably
being
falling
good
on
food.
me.
Yeah, they're just kind of splashing on you. Good long, like 4-inch long, thick leeches just rolling off him like water.
I doubt they were
Scabby.
satisfied with their meal.
Scab, you're lifted just enough that you can get your hand up there easily and you pull yourself up. Now let's pause for a moment. Jebediah, you were the first one up here. So you saw those double doors, these boarded up windows, and the two other doors that are kind of flanking on either side of the double doors.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there's any part of the windows that I know they're boarded up, but I want to see if there was any one that was maybe falling off or kind of poorly boarded up that I could pry it and look inside that way.
You take your time looking around. Oddly, the boards are, I wouldn't say fresh, but the boards that have been used to block up these holes where the windows used to be, the glass is long gone, are quite firm. They're not rotted at all. You could easily bash your way through. There's nothing loose though. You would have to expend a little bit of effort to snap off some of those boards or to knock them out into the other side, into the room that they're attached to.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to go to like one of the corners, maybe the farthest over, and try and pry
Just
up
kind
one
of
of the
ping me
boards.
under which window you're going to do this to.
Let's do. I want to do like the one on this side
Over there. Okay, so you start. Maybe you take that knife of yours and you start pounding the board from your side, and you start loosening a nail, and it pops off inside. It's making a little bit of racket, but you do pry off a board. There is a room on the other side, no light to really show you what's going on, and just the angle here doesn't give you more than a few feet of light inside, but it smells musty, but it's dry. So after Scabbers was thrown up, who's next to climb the eddy ladder?
I still need to.
All right.
Okay.
I will try to lift Pierce up to where he can grab hold and get himself over there.
Yes.
All right, Pierce, you do the same thing. Your boots are full of mud. Your hands are just slick with algae and slime. But you manage to pull yourself up onto that balcony, and you roll over, looking up at everybody as they're just kind of looking around. Jebediah, you've gotten one of the boards open. A couple more, and you can pull yourself in if you'd like, or you can shine a light around in there. If you want to light a torch, you've got some form of light that you can create.
That's more what I'm looking to do. I'm worried about like if it was booby trapped or something, I wouldn't want to just go straight through the door without looking on what's the other side. So I'm just trying to get enough pried out of the way that I can see inside with some light.
Sure. You pound out a few more pieces of wood, and so it's a squarish room. There's some busted furniture that you're seeing. There's it smells musty, but it's not drenched in water. You can see the broken edges of the window that used to be in here as you're pushing through these boards. You see some wallpaper that's peeling off, and you see it's like a fleur-de-lis style, and it's kind of just peeling off the rotted wood. And at the far end, you can kind of see that there's an open door going into another room, but it's best as you can see without more light or going into the room yourself.
Okay. Well, can I get it like open enough that I can poke my head through and look at the door?
Sure. Poke your head through. You look at the door. It's not
Let's see if there's
barred, but
anything
it's
on the other
closed.
side.
Can't tell if it's locked or not. Yeah, the only other thing that you can tell by sticking your head in there without really illuminating the room is that there's like a depression in the middle of the floor that looks like there is some water. Don't know how deep.
Okay.
And then there's a fireplace as well.
Okay. I don't know if I have like a lantern or something. I'm pretty sure I picked up a lantern.
You can
the last
see
time.
about that. You can see about that far into the room without any kind of light. And so this little square here is the mantle of a fireplace that you're seeing.
Okay. I want to say.
And then you see the door here closed, but it's not barred. Who's next up? Actually, I guess it's everyone except for Eddie. How are you going to get yourself up there, Eddie?
I got an idea. If
Or Ivan, I should say.
Mr. Ivan, I've got this here shepherd's crook that's pretty long from that Cyclops. If you want to take a hold.
Ah, a test of strength. Excellent. I'll reach up and grab the hook of his shepherd's crook.
You reach up, and as you're reaching up, you haven't quite got it in your hand yet. Make me an intelligence check.
Oh God. Oh, not anything but that.
Oh no.
Oh, I actually did.
bad.
Okay, I did okay.
Oh.
Not well enough.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the alligator did better.
Oh no.
And you're reaching up, you're trying to get that head of that crook in your hand. It's just starting to come into your fingertips when something very strong grips you, attempts to yank you under the water. So let's go ahead and he's going to get a sneak attack. You failed to detect him in time. Let's see here. +4. All right. What's your AC? With no bonus from agility because you're caught flat-footed.
Oh, then it would be 14.
Okay, well, that's certainly a hit. Good thing you're healed up, Eddie.
yeah.
It should have been me.
All right, only 5 points of damage.
Okay.
But it grabs onto your boot, your nice showy wrestler boot. Make me a DC 10 reflex save. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Make me go ahead and do me a strength check. Now you won't have time to activate any of your stuff because this is on a surprise round. So make me
Okay, so just a straight strength test. Okay.
DC 15. Yep. Okay,
Ooh.
you want to keep that, or do you want to spend some luck? You're looking for a 15.
You know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll. He caught me off guard by
Okay.
fair.
Scabs, he's reaching up. His fingertips are just touching that crook of the staff, and then boom, he's just yanked underneath the water. You see his hand goes under, and then you just see a lot of bubbles and a lot of thrashing around, with the swamp getting very murky where he was pulled under.
Mr. Ivan. All right, Tabby, you stay here. Good kitty. And I'll put my little kitty over to the side and I'm going to jump in.
Oh, here I was about to just start shooting into the water, but
It's okay.
So we can't see Ivan or the gator right now.
No, they got
I
pulled
mean,
under.
I was either gonna put Eddie out of his misery or shoot the gators.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
They're just
Yeah, either way.
so much. The water is so brackish and it's stirring up so much mud that you can't even see into the surface. But that doesn't stop scabbers from jumping in.
My boy.
What are the rest of you doing before we get into initiative for those guys? What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna be
Oh,
on
that
the
sucks.
rail looking over. So yeah, I'll be there looking down where Scab just jumped off, but not going in.
Okay. You failed that initial luck check, right?
I did.
You go up to the railing and you look. You grab
Oh,
the top of the
no.
railing and you look over and it snaps and you go tumbling into the water.
Karma.
I guess I'll just be ready to shoot any more alligators that I might see coming in before this
Okay.
turns into some sort of feeding frenzy on my friends.
Jebediah, what are you doing?
I think I'm going. You said the water's pretty murky.
It is very murky. Yeah.
I don't really know. It's too murky for me to probably be able to hit with my
No line of
magic
sight.
missile.
No line of
Yeah.
sight. I mean, you can start hurling stuff into there, but you have no idea who the target would be.
I know. I guess I'll. Can I use my cards if they're wet? I don't know if there's a thing on that.
Oh, of course you've gone out for the wax coated cards. Of course they're good,
Nice.
right?
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
you'd spend on some nice cards.
yeah. Okay. If there's 2 party members in there, I can't help any other way. So I guess
There's 3
I don't know.
party members
I mean,
in there.
or 3, yeah, because Scab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
could
guess
just
I'm
shoot them all.
hopping in.
Okay, Killian.
I'm sure to have my knife in my hand before I jump in.
I'll have my revolver at the ready in case something pops out of the water that isn't friendly.
And the things in the water are already not friendly. So it sounds like everybody is going to engage in this. So go ahead, everybody, roll me initiative.
Yeah.
Or pretend at least.
Sure. Click on your token first. Oh, I got 13. Not bad.
Looks like I'm just missing Chance and Killian.
I always have to remember because I have to do math on my initiative and have to think about it every time.
It looks like
It's
we
a
got
sheep.
a couple instances of Killian in there already,
Yeah.
and Chance.
Oh, Yeah, okay.
Oh,
had
the
my-
2 different tokens. It's the head
Yeah,
token and the
yeah.
full body token.
I
I'll
had
get rid of the
full
head
body
token.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just really excited to be in initiative, guys.
We're
Yeah,
excited
19.
that
And
you're
I'll
here
get rid of
too.
the 0 there.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
You pretty much always
right,
win
so-
initiative.
That's because I
Chance,
get a
you're
+5.
Ooh.
3 of your friends have gone into the water. Don't see hide nor hair of them as the water is just so brackish, but there's a whole bunch of roiling and motion in the water. But you don't see anything. What do you want to do?
I'm trying to remember if there's literally anything I can do. Of value in this case. It's a problem.
So technically, if you wanted to just start shooting at the bubbling water, it's essentially an even chance of who you hit. So the gator would be 1, and then your other
Say
PCs
it's
would be
even, but like we all
3 or
know it's
4.
not. Like this is gonna be like a 90% chance of shooting my friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mm-hmm.
you have like a 75% aggregate chance of hurting somebody you don't want to.
Or does he?
Oh, that's true.
In this case, there's no like a holding your turn or anything like that, is there?
You can. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I mean,
Yep.
I'm kind of on the side of like if something shows up that I know is bad, I'll shoot at it, or something else.
So what will
joins
happen is if
on
you
it.
want to jump in as someone else starts to do something, you jump in at that initiative. But if you go through
Yeah,
the
like-
whole initiative phase and you don't do anything, you just lose this turn as you just
That's
sit there
fine.
and indecisive.
Like
So
if Scab happens to like rustle one up out of the water, then bang bang, I'll shoot it and Scab probably.
Scab, you're underwater. There's a lot of motion around you. Of course, you're blind. You can't see a thing, not because you're underwater, just because there's so much silt and nastiness. I mean, like it's bad. But there's a whole lot of motion around you. What do you want to do?
Okay. All right. Everything's moving around so much. I just need to calm down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna kind of calm down. I'm just gonna reach a little bit of peace here, and I'm just kind of go to mist just a bit as I kind of reach some inner harmony. I'll go into my wraith form, and I'll start floating up and try to get into that other state of being, so to speak. And if I can, try to move past where I think I saw Ivan and the gator. And if I can come across where I think it is, I'm going to try and hook it with that shepherd's crook.
Okay. So when you're insubstantial, though, can you actually use your shepherd's crook?
I can,
something?
but if I get hit, it kind of like it's almost like my ghost form will get dispersed if I get hit, and then I can't act for
Okay.
a spell. So I can still do stuff unless I get hit. I won't
Okay,
take damage
so-
while I'm in this form, but it like makes the ghostly form like dissipate briefly.
Sure. So for Chance's benefit, Chance, you see this bubbling kind of smokiness coming up off the water. You've seen Scabs in this form before. So Scab kind of ghosts up out of the water. And Scabs, make me an intelligence check to see if you can figure out exactly where Ivan went down. You didn't see McIntyre go down. You already went in before he did. So you don't know he's under here.
I'm real sorry this comes down to an intelligence check, Mr. Ivan. But you know what? Even with a -2, I pulled off a 13.
13 is good
You and
enough that you
both
can
have
tell
-2s?
there's 2 distinct areas of motion that are close to you.
All right. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I know that Mr. Ivan likes to stand on his 2 feet, and I know that a gator likes to be on his belly, so one's going to be tall and one's going to be long. I'm going to hook the one that's long.
Okay.
That's as
So
close to logic as you're going to get from Scab.
that's fine. So you've got one that's a little closer to you and a little further from you. They're both about as much struggle beneath the water. Which one are you going for? Closest or furthest? You can't
Closest.
see anything. Closest. All right, you went down and you start moving around. Make me a melee attack.
So sorry, Ivan. No, wait, actually, no, this is fine. This is all fine.
I'm not
This is
worried
great.
about Ivan. Not at all.
This is all totally fine.
Oh,
All right.
Does the 21
Pierce
do
takes
it?
7 points of damage as that hook comes down, clubbing you on the back of the head.
No!
Scabs, you've hooked something and you wrench it back, but instead of the mighty form of your friend Ivan, the very sad form of Pierce McIntyre bobs to the surface. You got him around the neck with the hook, and you're seeing there's a little leech starting to claw its way into his nose. It's just going for that nostril cavity.
Oh,
Pow, 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 pow.
I can't lose another dad. I'm so sorry.
He caught yourself a daddy.
Pierce, good news. You're not drowning.
Hey, things are looking up.
I look on my arms. Do I see a leech?
You see many leeches.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Just for my own longevity, I need to cast sleep on one of these leeches.
Okay.
It'll make sense. It will, I promise.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. You've got your mercurial. Oh, but you failed to cast.
I'm gonna lock that up. I have
Okay.
to.
Just enough to get it to cast. Okay.
Yeah, to get that to cast, I need to hit a 12.
Mm.
So was
5
it 5? I
points of
gotta
luck.
dump 5. I have to dump 5. Oh, do I? No, wait. Oh, I can. I was looking at intelligence. Never mind.
You don't have 5 luck.
You can't
Okay.
spell her.
You fail.
Yeah, I have to spell burn before I roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
luckily, it's
so
just
you
lost failure.
You failed to cast it. But you're on the surface now. At least you can sort of breathe if it weren't for the shepherd's crook underneath your neck. Yeah, so you failed to cast. My action. I got 2 actions. We'll take care of Ivan in a moment. Jebediah, make me an intelligence check.
All right. I
Got
should
the shuffle
do-
my gun deck.
There's
Gotta get ready to murder my friends.
intelligence.
Yes, you do.
Only got a -1 on this, so we'll see.
Okay. All right. So you two are taken unawares as you turn around to help your friends, turning your back to that window as another giant gator launches itself from the inside of that room through the window.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
SEAL Team Gator.
All right. So you are caught flat footed. What's your AC with no bonus from your agility? I'm pretty sure I hit you at an 18, though.
Oh,
Yeah, that's way over 14.
All right.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Take 8 points of damage and make me a strength check. You're looking for a 15.
Okay. That's painful.
oh my god.
It launches itself out of the window,
8 points of damage.
biting 8 points of damage, biting Jebediah in the middle, carrying him over the rest of the balcony as it sails down with Jebediah in its mouth to splash in the swamp below.
All right.
Yeah, now the one that's on you, Ivan. Ivan, you need to make another strength check.
Okay.
DC is still 15. You still need to make a 15. Oh my
Yikes.
gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Feels
that's not
so incredibly useless right now.
good. Okay.
Alrighty
Well,
then.
it's you're gonna take 4 points of damage as it just bites down on you, and then it starts to do the death roll with you.
Ooh.
What's your con?
The Constitution
Your bonus. Yeah.
or
Or stamina, sorry. Yeah, what's your
or
bonus?
stamina. No bonus. It's just a flat 10.
All right. You're not drowning yet, but this will quickly be a thing.
Okie dokie.
It's your turn now.
Okay. How has this thing grabbed me? Is it the leg? Is it the torso?
It's just on the torso. You need to break you need to break it. You need to break out of it. You got to make that 15 strength check to break out, unless you want to do something fancy with a power or something otherwise.
Yeah. Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta find all my junk here.
So so just to be clear, you can attack it because your hands and legs are free, but unless you kill it, you won't break its hold on you until you make that strength save. So it's just going to hold you underwater until it's dead or you're dead.
Right. All right, let's see here.
You need Jeopardy music.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and activate Strength of the Bull.
Sure. Okay. That's free, so you can activate that and you can still perform an action.
Okay, so let me roll for the last 5 rounds. Okay.
Okay. And are you going to try and break that hold now with the extra strength, or are you just going to attack it?
I'll go ahead and break the hold, or try to break the hold with the extra strength.
Get up there, go.
Yeah, so I can get a breath maybe. So let's see here. This is going to raise my strength modifier, or it's going to double my strength modifier and raise my die size, I believe. Yeah, 1d die size for strength. Instead of 2. I roll a 9.
my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
All
it has
right.
got a death grip on you, and it's rolling. It's rolling your body into the water. It's really hard to catch your breath, which is causing all these problems. So
Sweet Jesus.
Billion.
Ay, Dios mío. I mean,
All right. So again, Chance, the only thing you see above water right now is Pierce. None of the gators above the water. You saw one take Jebediah over and immediately go under with him. And of course, you see Scab's ghost form, but you have no targets other than to take a pot shot at something in hope.
Are there any more like ninja gators in the house?
Do you want to go and check it out?
I mean,
You've got
I don't
one
want
window
to.
that's been opened.
I don't want to get too close to it, but maybe like peer in and like if there's any in there.
Yeah. So again, what I've revealed on the screen, you can see about halfway into the room without some form of light. And there is kind of like a pool of water in the middle of in the middle of the room.
I mean, if I don't see anything moving, I'm probably not going to shoot. But
Okay.
I'm not staying in front of the window though.
Okay, good enough. You go to the side of the
Absolutely
window.
not.
End of the round. So you're indecisive this round. And that is the end of it. So everybody, go ahead, roll initiative again.
I can't risk shooting.
Oh no,
someone.
no. You can.
I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
I got a 2.
I got 9 again.
I didn't even do that well this time.
oh, why? Why?
Has everybody rolled?
Yeah.
Okay. Go first. We're gonna deal with Jebediah. First of all, Jebediah, what bonus do you have for your stamina?
Flat.
Flat. Okay. So you're not drowning yet, but it is going to be a soon thing. Go ahead and make me a strength check. You can try to break its hold on its turn, as it's going to just apply some damage while you're doing that.
Okay.
Again, you need a 15 on a strength check to break free.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. 7 points of damage then, as it continues to bite down and twist
Oh,
and just
Oh,
do
boy.
this like death roll underwater with you.
okay.
Ivan,
I'm at
same
7
thing.
health.
You may try and break it out again on its turn. You need a 15.
We've got a couple people who have redeemed some player rerolls with channel points. I don't think we'd
Okay.
use that if it's
If
of
you
any
guys-
value to
I-
anyone.
I can't keep track of that while I'm running, but you guys feel free to just to use them. Looks like you did
19.
make it that time, but it still does 4 points of damage just as you
Yep.
rip yourself out of its mouth and you surface, taking a big breath full of air. So it's below you, but you're no longer held. Jebediah. You may now try and break out again, or you can try another action. Your hands and feet are free, but you cannot see anything. But I mean, you can touch the creature. So if you've got anything that you can do as a touch based or without having to see it, you can do that, or you can just try and break away.
We've got three player rerolls to work with.
Excellent.
This is the closest that Jebediah's ever been to dying, especially because he's like currently being held by a thing that is,
Welcome to
well,
every combat with Chance.
yeah. I think he's just gonna start panic drawing cards because he needs line of sight for his normal.
Mm-hmm.
But if he gets any of the special effects, he doesn't need line of sight necessarily.
Right.
So he's gonna start drawing from my Helio.
I just half expected you to get the fireball and just blow the swamp up.
Honestly, Joe, I will let you go ahead, and since I mean it's in contact with you and you can feel where it is, I will let you basically chuck your cards at it because you're right on it.
Okay. I'll hit with those then. So shuffle. Okay. All right.
And we've established your cards are wax.
Yeah.
Just like the real cards in your hands, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, they won't hold up long to this, but for now,
Probably not.
you're okay.
I've got several packs though, I'm sure.
Mhm.
All right. First is an 8.
Right off the bat.
I don't think that's good.
No, that's bad.
No,
That's
that is bad.
Yeah. All right.
I hurt
So on your
myself with
chart
that.
here, an 8. Misfire, you suffer a D8 worth of damage as the card explodes in your hand. You can roll the D8 on yourself. You gain a hex token,
Ripperoni, man.
Oh no, you can't.
and
Fuck.
then you come to an end. You can't draw any more cards this round.
Yeah.
Are you dead?
Well, I could
I'll
be.
see what the
I
D8
have
rolls.
a 25% chance.
Oh my
Oh my
no.
So channel point rerolls. Is that what they are? Rerolls, Chuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're listed as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can re-roll any
that
roll
D8.
that you make. If you want to use one of those to re-roll that, you can, but you're not dead. You're at 0.
Yeah.
And then if someone can get to you,
with an alligator on
if
you.
I take damage again, do I go to dead? Like, does damage? Because I'm
it
in
doesn't
there.
go below 0. When you're at 0,
Okay.
you're down and dying.
If I
Okay,
can
so you
get to
can't-
you
you can't
fast
die
enough-
any
I do want to re-roll that.
Okay. Say, if I can get to you fast enough, I can throw up in your mouth,
Okay.
and that'll heal you.
I mean, I need that anyways. So,
The vomit in your mouth?
healing, but
okay.
Okay. 2 is definitely better.
yeah, I'm alive with that. So
Okay.
I'm only at
That
5
does end
health.
your turn, though, as the card blows up in
Oof.
your hand. Chance. You see Ivan surface, and you see something moving under the water around him.
Oh well,
You
then
did see a bunch of your other friends jump in too, so you don't know exactly. But
Chance's intelligence isn't that high either. Well, actually, Chance's intelligence is the highest in the party, I think.
actually, you do see Scab and Pierce, so you know they're safe. The one you don't know about is Jebediah, but you did watch him go into the water, and he's nowhere near Ivan. Chances are the other thing around Ivan is the critter.
Let's
I
take
see the
some
little
shots.
flash of light under.
I got a 4 diamonds. So
Okay.
we're not Not ruined just yet. Whatever.
Okay. First shot, 1 point of damage, 4 points of damage total. Okay.
Horrible damage.
You gonna take another shot?
My deed will go off for what it's worth.
Okay, what is your standard deed since we didn't declare one?
Just free bleeder is what I always go for as my first one. At this point, I'll take bleed damage for 1 HP and -2 to attack rolls. See, I think the text gets cut off and goes up.
That's fine. I know what that one does. We're good.
Okay.
Do you want to take a second shot?
Assuming it's not dead, we'll shoot again.
It ain't stopped moving.
Card's okay.
Okay. Clean card. Let's see what the roll is. Oh, that's nice. God. Okay. It stops moving after that shot.
Oh, good.
Nice.
That was a good roll. My deed died too. Technically, the
Scab
bullet finds its way to a vital spot severing an artery, so it should be a big old bloody mess in the water now.
Scab, you've got a hold of your dad by the neck as you're dragging him through the swamp.
If I let go of the crook, the shepherd's crook, is he going to go back in?
No, he's conscious. He's conscious. He can. I assume that Pierce can swim. Can Pierce not swim?
I think I can swim. Probably not well.
Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
Well, if you ain't gonna drown, Pa, I sure am sorry, but I need to get back in there.
You go. You got this.
All right, there was 2 figures. One of them was my pa. I guess I'll go for the other one.
Yeah, you saw one. You saw one come sailing off of that balcony with Jebediah in its mouth. You saw that.
All right, I'm gonna try and help out with that.
Might kill Jebediah now. So again, they're underwater, and there's a mighty struggle going on.
Well, again, I'm not maybe the smartest guy in the room, but maybe this time instead of like being up above the water and trying to just fish with the hook, I actually get in the water and I kind of murk around until I'm up against something. See if that gives me a better feel.
Yeah, make me a melee attack roll. This is just to see if that you can find something that you get in contact with it. Since you're doing this gently, you won't apply damage. Okay, now make me a luck check.
Okay.
Luck. Nope.
Oh. All right, let me think about this for a minute. What would it be worse for you to hook? Would it be worse for you to hook the gator or worse for you to hook Jebediah? I think it'd be worse if you hooked Jebediah because now you're in a pulling match against the alligator.
You gotta get the better half of Jebediah out the water.
You get something, you don't know what it is, but you've hooked something. And you
I've
start
seen what happens
pulling.
when people split a wishbone in half.
I'm helping.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and make me a strength check. You try and beat that alligator's 15.
Okay. So this would be something almost like grappling related, maybe? Because I get to
not really. You're just
size.
hauling. You're just hauling as best you can.
Right. So basically for like strength checks, I get to increase my dice size.
Yeah. This is like a strength maneuver. So yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. So I'll get that typed in real quick.
Oh
wow.
Gosh.
Wow, double fumble. I botched the luck check and now I botched the strength check.
You have hold of something, Scab, and it's fighting. It's fighting you. It's pulling and you're pulling, and it's kind of pulling you more. You're still kind of a floating spiritual thing, so you don't got a lot of weight behind you. So it's kind of pulling you along with whatever's going on there. Killian.
Seeing the burbling blood coming up from where the other gator used to be, I'm going to cast Bone Dance. and
Okay.
have a spirit try to animate the corpse of that gator to fight for me as a zombie gator.
All right.
I like it.
3, and that'll last 4.
You're gonna be like, I don't know what's going on, and shoot it again.
And how many do you summon? Like, go ahead and roll the number.
Oh, okay. Well, for spirits, it would be 5 spirits.
Okay. Yes, a corpse-like gator rises to the surface with no bubbles, as it's no longer got breathing apparatus. But so do 4 other bloated, waterlogged humans.
Oh, excellent. I will direct them towards, I'll direct the gator towards
Mm-hmm.
the other things in the water that are not nice to me.
Sure.
Ivan's going to see all this and just make the sign of the cross.
So your undead gator and the 4 other bloated bodies start moving their way over to where Jebediah fell in the water, and there's still a struggle going on. The gator goes under and starts its attack. Ivan, you are free of your gator. It is now newly reanimated and going after something else.
Is there anybody above water not currently being attacked?
I don't think so.
No, the only one that's still being attacked is
Pierce, I guess.
Jebediah underwater.
Pierce is out.
Here's
of the water.
Pierce.
Yeah, I'm in the water.
Pierce is fine.
Yeah.
He's in the water, but he's not being attacked currently.
Okay, I'm going to grab Pierce and see if I can lift him back up onto the balcony.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. It's easy.
Okay. I'm just going to just get one less
Sure.
person out of danger.
That's nice.
Pierce, you're on dry land. You
Thank
can
goodness.
feel those leeches making their way up your pant leg, looking for goodies. It's your turn.
Can I can't see the gator that's attacking the Jebediah because it's underwater, right?
It's underwater.
So there's
Yep.
no visible enemies to me at the moment.
No.
You know what? I have no other option. I am going to try and take care of these leeches on me in the most efficient way possible. I am going to cast my spell Axle Grease. Because when I cast Axle Grease, 2
Yes.
things happen. My skin melts off, forming a mass of ghostly grease. But then also my back sprouts sheep's wool. But at least the skin's gone. Leeches go with the skin, and I'll grow new skin here in a moment.
And I'll just snuggle up on your sheep's wool, I guess, because there's nothing else for me to do either.
That's gonna be a lost failure.
Oh, no.
Let me double check. Yep, success range is at 12.
Never mind.
Okay. You fail to cast again. It's because one of those leeches has gone way up that inner thigh. And you're like,
Yeah.
woo, 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 as you're in the middle of casting. Yes. We're gonna just go ahead and get out of initiative now because that gator is being attacked by several undead.
Eats when the other 2 aren't here because he does not like eating when they're here.
That's right. It doesn't like eating when we're
Yes.
here, Dan.
Don't eat while you're on stream. It's a horrible thing to do.
There's a strong debate about how cats eating out of their bowls going on a room away.
A heated debate, it sounds like.
Yes.
The undead critters will take care of that last gator. And Scabbers, you did in fact get a hold of Jebediah, so you're able to pull him up out of this gator's maw. His clothing's rent and torn. How many hit points are you down to, Joe?
I'm at 5.
Okay, yeah, he does not
That's
look
what I said.
good. But that last gator is taken out by a host of undead creatures.
I've got it. I can do this. I will heal us. Don't you worry. As
All of us?
Are we getting some chuck milk?
I really wish you wouldn't say that, Mr. Ivan.
So while everybody's
Yeah.
getting up out of the water, what happens to that alligator that got turned into a zombie? Does it just like stop being animated eventually?
Yeah, after a few rounds, it just rolls over and sinks.
Okay. And this isn't super deep, right? This is like a couple.
No,
well,
it's a couple
like
feet. Well, in some places it's deep, but for the most part, it's just a few feet deep.
okay. As once the ruckus is over, Ivan is going to drag that alligator back out towards the stairs.
Okay.
And while everybody's figuring out how to heal themselves, I'm going to start busting teeth out of that thing's mouth and just collecting them.
Nice.
Collecting teeth from your dead gator. Okay.
Yep.
Pierce, you're casting a spell. A 9. That might be a minimal success.
No, because it's a second
No.
level spell.
Okay.
I can't do anything.
You were
Still
just
got some
not
rerolls.
succeed.
Oh, we do.
We
I'll
do have-
use one of
yeah.
those rerolls
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
All right, we're down to
Send
1.
them if you got them.
13.
Hey, there we
that
go.
means I have to spend a point of luck to turn that into a success.
And what does it do? What are you casting?
I'm casting Armor of Darkness. Let me adjust my luck. I now have 3 points of luck.
You're set.
Yeah, so at that, the thing I'm not worried about is I get all the shadows in the area break away and form around me. I get a +3 bonus to stealth and hiding. And I get a +1 to my armor class. And I can see in the dark.
Scab, your new daddy is looking a little bit like you these days.
Yeah.
That's a neat trick. I could do something like that too. I'm real sorry about the whole crook around the neck thing, Paul.
Things happen. We were all underwater. And it's going to last 8 turns. Is that like 80 minutes? Yeah. But the important thing is, as I cast this spell, I immediately vomit out a stream of green mucus that puddles at my feet.
I'm probably just like, aha.
It can be ingested with a DC 12 will save, taking 1d4 turns to instantly heal D10 hit points. Of course, if you pass or if you fail the save, then you spend the next D4 rounds yakking. So I'll eat some of my vomit, and anyone else who wants to eat some of my vomit, you just need to give a will save.
What's the will save?
DC 12.
Yeah. I failed the will save.
You
You can't keep Pierce's spew down.
Ooh, I passed
Don't
my
worry. Here
will
comes
save.
a 1 on a D10 here.
Oh, hey, look at that.
How did you call
that?
I know myself.
Oh, God. I am apparently just stocked up on adrenaline because I don't care at all what this stuff is.
I'm up to 10 hit points now.
I'm up to 8.
There's no shame in body fluids for Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan just throws some leeches
Somehow
in there
I think
to give us some
Ivan might be the
character.
kind of wrestler that drinks his own urine. I don't know. It just strikes me.
I got a pocket full of teeth, a stomach full of bile, and I'm just rubbing oil on my skin now. I don't care. I'm hopped up and ready to fight.
You guys don't look so good.
I'm feeling better now.
I haven't been good in a long time, Scab.
I mean, that tracks.
So those of you who failed that will save, spend
Just
the
start
next-
upchucking for a bit.
Yeah, the next 2 rounds you're puking. And
We don't
consider
get the
helpless.
healing benefit if you fail, right?
None.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All
You
right.
got to keep it down to get the healing benefit.
Well,
Makes
I
sense.
get just a little bit of time. while you
Jebediah,
guys
when was
are-
the last time you ate corn? Because you're seeing it again.
I guess.
It was the fritters.
Well, everybody's like either eating each other's vomit or vomiting new vomit. I'll take that last little bit of time I have in my form and just kind of float around in the initial room of the house.
Sure.
and then come back.
I'm supposed to eat Joe's vomit too. Does it still have healing properties left in? No.
You can try.
I think you can only do it once. Like you can't multiple
Yeah.
times do it.
I meant that more as a joke.
All right. So as you flow through the room there, Scab. So 1-3, it looks like at one time it was like a sewing room. You see bolts of moth-eaten and just really rancid cloth that were on racks. You see the remnants of a spinning loom. There's a door. Actually, there's no door. There used to be doors, I should say, going out into a hallway here. And then there's a window and a window here. The window right here, it's interesting because the window looks into another room. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's not a window. That's a small chimney. That's what that is.
I'm going to use that most recent reroll we got to reroll my D10.
Sounds like a
That's
good idea.
fair.
Sure. Yeah.
I got it's a 4.
It's 3 better.
3 better.
The room here, 1-5, looks to you, it's like a small bedroom. Given that this is a plantation style home, it was probably a servant's quarters.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go back and share.
Oh man, you guys are just. Oh man, I can't.
I imagine it's just like Chuck vomiting us all like down there, Joe vomiting us still down there. No.
I think Scab is a sympathetic puker, except unfortunately he eats nothing but like the most rancid nonsense, and so just. Blah.
Oh, then we all start to vomit now.
Yeah, after
Your cat's licking up the vomit.
The
cat's like, oh, this is
Tabby's licking up the vomit.
It's gonna be like the Family Guy epic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you're dry. Yeah, some of you are covered in leeches.
Yeah.
And yeah. This is a bad start to the day.
It's a bad start.
All right, so Scab, your form stops. You're back corporeal again. And you guys are all out here on this balcony.
Thinking about it.
With my darkness spell activated, I can be very sneaky if you all want me to scout ahead some.
Better you than me.
All right, let's head in and stay behind me a little ways.
You want me to go with you, Pa? I can do something similar.
Very well. Let us go.
Hey,
Right.
Pierce, you climb through the window that Jebediah has broken off some boards, and again,
Them father and son.
stepping into this-
Oh, I can also
stepping into this sewing room here.
Sure. I have dark vision right now.
Me too.
All
I'll
right.
gather up shadows around me too. Look at us.
Look at us.
Father and son,
What a pair.
sheathed in darkness. Like real
So anyway,
heroes.
That's got to
started
be like
blasting
a
out
Cub
the
Scout
shadows.
award of some sort. You had to have earned a patch of some sort here. It's you got to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So you're in a sewing room. Again, you see this flue, this chimney here, and door open into this other room. Looks like it's a servant's quarters room. You do notice the room is relatively dry here. The doors that go out into a hallway, the doors are gone. They're kind of just broken open. So you see kind of like a hallway past here. The only other thing about that room is that there seems to be a hole in the ceiling.
So the flue, first thing I want to do is just take a quick look and see if I see anything in it.
Okay. Seeing as you have dark vision,
Yeah.
it's basically completely just crapped over. Like birds have put nesting material in there. There's not been a fire in there in a very long time.
Okay. Very good.
So we just gotta have one good fire to burn this place down then.
It's going to be a very good fire. It's very damp. Yeah, we'll sneak into the next room. Check out that chimney.
Again, it's a smaller one, but yeah, it leads to basically the same flue system. It
Yeah.
seems to be completely clogged up with. Actually, there's like vines growing in there as well. It's not just like bird nests.
Okay.
And again, the only other thing, there was once a small little bed in here and a little trunk, all waterlogged, just disgusting with mold and fungus. The only other thing is that in the ceiling, there is a hole, maybe about 3 feet wide, or
How high is
all the way around
ceiling?
diameter. It's only about 7 feet or so. It's not huge tall ceilings at all.
Come here, Scab. I'll give you a lift up. I'll pick him up so he can poke his
Yes,
head
sir.
up there.
Okay. What does your form grant you right now, Scab?
I get dark vision, +4 to stealth, and +4 to AC.
Pretty good.
Yours is better than mine. I get dark vision, +3 to stealth, and +1 to AC.
Make me an intelligence check, Scab. But here's the thing: you can add that +4 that your form gives you for stealthing to that roll.
Oh man, that's gonna get me up to a +2. So that means I get a 2.
Okay.
Come on.
So here's what the roll does. Okay. So you really don't have time to react to this.
We still have
But
one.
you
reroll.
Do you want it or not?
I'm kind of excited to let this roll, see what kind of
I'm okay with.
trouble.
I feel like if anybody's gonna take, I feel like Scab should be the one to take it.
Okay. You peek your head up, and the first thing you see is a pair of boots. Before whoever owns those boots just upends a box of cottonmouth snakes on top of you,
Oh God.
That's rude.
and they come tumbling down that hole, covering you, covering Pierce.
Oh, I'm glad it's gonna mostly get
Okay.
me because I don't
So
need to worry about.
you don't have time to react to that. So the guy was able to dump these snakes all over you and Pierce. I guess the both of you go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh my
just
gosh.
just the two of you for the first round.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Everything's
I'm
great.
sorry, Pa. I should have seen it coming. I should always be expecting snakes in the roof. It's the first
we
rule
know.
of adventuring.
Okay, you got a 12. Okay.
What did you get, Pierce? A 7?
7.
Okay, Scab. Yeah, how do you react to this? Like, you're just covered in these cottonmouth snakes. Some of them pool on you, some of them drop down below to Pierce.
I suppose the most important thing is to make sure as few of them land on my dad as possible. So I'm going to pull myself in. I'm going to try and fill up as much of the hole as possible. Make sure they bite me instead of my pa.
Okay, some of them have already gone down past you, down
I
below
know.
to Pierce, but okay.
I can't stop
So
all of
you-
them, but I'm going to do, and then, I might wiggle around. Maybe a couple of them get crushed, but the important thing
Sure.
is to
You
minimize what
block that
happens.
hole. You block that hole.
That's what I'm going to do.
Pierce.
Yeah.
You no longer have to hold Scab as he is just kind of plugged up that hole in the ceiling. You see his hips and his legs wiggling around and just to cram himself up in there. Unfortunately, several of these snakes have dropped down.
I'm going to
I'll let
lose
you
you,
do this.
Pa.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
Roll a d4, Pierce. Here's how many snakes made it down to you.
3.
Three cottonmouth snakes. Very irritated, very riled up, and they are definitely going to try and eat them some human.
Okay. Well, I am going to spell burn at point of personality, like I rip a portion of my mustache off.
Ah,
That
All
way
right.
I can cast sleep.
Okay, I'll let you go first. We're both on 7, but I'll let you go first. So
Okay.
go ahead and make that spell check.
Come on. Oh, I got
Okay.
a 21.
All right, so what does a 21 do?
There you go.
All right. So just on sleep 21, up to 4 targets must save or fall into a normal sleep for D6 hours. One could be put in supernatural sleep for D4. I'm not going to do that. I'm going
So you want to try and get all three of them?
4. Yeah, I'm going to try and get all 3 of them.
Okay. It's a fort save.
It is going to be a will save. Yeah, will save versus 21.
Will save versus 21. Okay.
Yeah.
Doubt they'll make it, but one of them does.
Okay. Well, I'll take
they
2
got a
versus
will of
1.
1, so they made a 21. So 2 of them fall fast asleep. Now, what's your mercurial for this?
I acquire the attributes of a common desert cactus. My skin turns rubbery and green, and I sprout thousands of needles. It does give me a +2 to AC. And when I attack in melee, it deals a D8 in damage. And the target has to spend the next round removing needles, or they take a -1 to all rolls. And this is the form that I can be milked in for more healing.
Nice.
So I know what Chance is doing.
What is your AC with the new bonus?
My AC with my shadow and this is, what did I say, 2, that's 3, 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Cottonmouth launches itself at you, but kind of bites on a bit of shadow that's masquerading as you and does not. Meanwhile, roll me a D4, Scab. This is how many of the snakes are up here with you.
Okay.
3. Okay, what is your AC currently?
18.
18. Each of these rolls have got a +3 on them. So they all miss. So snakes are writhing around you, very pissed off. You're kind of stuck in this hole purposely to try and keep more from coming down on top of Pierce. And you do see that there's it's kind of like a storage area, like a crawl space. And you do see some more boxes in here, and they do seem to be making sounds like they're kind of bumping around. You hear slithering coming from inside of them. You don't see the set of boots anymore.
You're really rude. You almost hurt my paw.
All right. So let's have everyone initiate now.
Oh, that's hard. I gotta now load on my initiative.
Doing
God, I'm rolling
so good
crap for
tonight.
initiative.
All right, so everybody rolled.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm in the order twice, but
what did you roll?
You're real excited.
18. I rolled an 18. So.
You rolled an 18. Okay.
You get to go 2 times. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I go first at a 19. So McIntyre, the one snake that's on you, is going to attempt to bite you again.
Sure.
It's got a +3 to this. It's going to miss. Meanwhile, upstairs, there's 3 of them still trying to eat Scab. These each have a +3, so all miss. And some other stuff happened in the background. Jebediah, you still can't see what's going on in there because these guys can all see in the dark, but you probably hear somebody yell snakes, I'm sure. And there's lots of bumping around. What do you want to do, Jebediah? So you're still outside the window, outside of 1-3.
So it's still dark in there, you said, right?
It is still dark in there. No one's done anything about light.
I think I have a lantern. So I'm pretty sure I picked one up.
If you think you have a lantern, you have a lantern. I'm fine.
So
But you're gonna
remember,
spend
I
your
did-
turn basically lighting your
Yeah.
lantern. You gotta
Yep.
you gotta pull your lantern out. You gotta do all that fun stuff. So you get some light shining in there.
Yeah,
I'll say that
I'll spend my turn
that's
doing
going to be
that.
your full action, but you do light up the room so that all of you guys can kind of see what's going on in there now. Scab.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that because I'm hurt.
You're plugging the hole, Scab, but there are snakes in here.
All right. When I saw the boots, does it look like whoever them boots, does it look like they're walking over to another one of them boxes? Like they're looking
No,
to
you don't
do
see the
more?
boots anymore. No, they're gone.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll just start a mashing and a smashing, and I don't know if I can catch more than one at a time, but I'll do my best.
What I'll do is if you hit and you do more damage than one needs to die, I'll just move the damage over to the next snake. I'm fine with that.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Just make me a melee attack roll.
19?
You're kind of hard to hit, but a 19 certainly hits. How many points of damage? 9 total?
9.
Mashed snake.
All right. It's not even enough to kill one of them, but you smash one real good and it hisses at you.
Those
Kind of rears
tough
back.
snakes.
Yeah, they're not small. They're not small. Pierce?
Just shove the end of the stab in one of his mouth.
The one snake that's conscious,
Yep.
I am going to punch it in its snaky face.
Punch it in its snaky mouth. Go for it.
See if this works.
Snack that bites back.
That's going to miss. Yep.
That's
Unless you've got
fine.
a bonus from your form to hit.
Everything's calculated in that. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Nada then. Killian? It's lighting up this comical scene as Pierce is attempting to box a snake. You see other snakes kind of just laying around him. I don't think snakes snore, but if they could, they'd be doing it. And you see Scab's legs dangling from the ceiling.
I'm going to run up to the snake that's getting boxed, and I'm going to try to kick it. Kick the snake.
Punt the snake. That does it.
Nice.
You punt the snake. You do 3 points of damage. But since you said you wanted to punt it, I'm going to say that that snake does get launched across the room, kind of ends up in the hallway somewhere. You don't kill it, but you definitely get it away from Pierce. And it looks a little dazed out there. Chance?
I don't know if there's really much for me to do right now. Are there, like, do I hear anything going on? There was a guy on the roof. I don't know if I'd be able to hear that or not, but
You don't actually know that. No one said anything about boots anywhere.
I mean, like, I'm not going to do anything unless there's something that suggests there's something for me to do. So,
Tell you what, make me an intelligence check, and I'm going to use that in case something tries to surprise anyone in this combat. Okay, we'll do that. You are overwatching. You are being very particular about what's going on. Ivan.
Yeah.
You're at the 3. What do you do?
Well, right now there's 2 asleep snakes and one in the
Yes,
hallway.
and one far away.
One far away.
Yeah, it's not. Pierce is not in any danger of being bitten by one right now.
And Scab is in a hole in the ceiling.
You see his legs dangling from the ceiling.
Yeah. I'm real confused. I'm not really sure that Ivan would know what to do. I think he's going to look around and just be like,
You thingy bleeper. You'll never bite my paw.
You are welcome if you want to be like trying to see if there's any more threats around you to do the same, rolling an intelligence check, and I'll hold that score. If something trying to do something.
Yeah, I'll help Chance with Overwatch. Let's see how this goes. There you go. A -1. Chance, I got your back.
Actually, here's exactly what happens with that. Ivan, as you're looking around the room and your eyes fall upon this royal purple bolt of cloth that was in the sewing room, and you can't help but think what mighty trunks those could be sewn into. It sparkles. That's rich royal purple right there. You don't get cloth like that often.
Yeah, boy.
I got you, Chance. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I get distracted immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind goes to visions of spotlights and fire and pyrotechnics.
And sparkly purple pants.
Think about this, guys. Purple pants, alligator skin boots.
You cut a
statement right
fine
there.
form.
Just
Okay,
saying.
well, go ahead and have everybody initiate again. If the two of you that were kind of looking out, if you don't want to engage in turn order roll, just hang back, and if something happens, you can act then.
Just
wanna
for
do
the
something
sake
different
of
than do
potentially
initiative.
being ahead of it, I'll give it a
Mhm.
shot. All right. That was worth
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm gonna hang out. I'm totally distracted with the cloth.
Okay. Well,
my number
Pierce,
did
the
not
snake.
update, so I'm typing it in.
What did you
here.
get?
I got
Yeah,
an
go ahead
18.
and type it in. Okay. Pierce, the snake that was on you that got booted into that hallway has had enough and is slinks off into one of the many holes in the wall. It's gone. Doesn't seem to be any other threat out here that you notice.
Okay.
However, upstairs, Scab, there are 3 of them that are still around. One of them badly injured from you smashing about that really just want to put an end to you. Each of these are +3. So a 16, I don't think beats your AC. So
A couple
your
short.
form is kind of hazy and indistinct, and they're literally biting at shadow. And you're up next.
All right. You little fangy bleepers. You're never going to touch my paw. I'll smash all of you.
Ooh, thank you for the raid.
Wow.
All right,
My
so that
goodness.
kills
Goes
2 of
south.
them. You
Yeah.
finish off the one you smashed earlier, and as you wail around, you hit another one, and you feel it smash beneath you, leaving just one of those snakes left up here.
And we just
You,
got ourselves a
if
big
you
fucking
don't leave
raid.
right now, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
care if you understand me or not. I'm going to eat you like a
That
spaghetti
is
noodle.
a huge raid of lots of. Oh my goodness! I think we're being raid bombed. Yay!
Hooray.
Oh well, hi folks. We're playing Weird
Woo.
Frontiers tonight, and we're in the middle of a snake fight,
We are.
boxing snakes.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what's
It-
going on.
was preceded by
Never
an
bring an
alligator
easily,
fight.
never bring an easily distracted Ivan to a snake fight.
There's that. Now, Chance, did you initiate to do something different, or are you still holding back and observing?
I'm still holding back because I'm not going to shoot at a snake that's all up on my friends because I know who I'm actually shooting there. I just initiated so I
yes.
could have a chance to be ahead of whatever might be coming.
That's fine. Jebediah, what do? There's nothing else down here that seems to be a threat.
Okay.
Not just
Ivan's wandered over to this bolt of very classy looking purple fabric. Killian is in the room checking out Pierce, who seems to resemble a cactus right now.
And the snakes are still attacking them, right?
A,
You said-
a
No,
milkable
there's
cactus.
There's some sleeping snakes on the floor.
Oh, they're all sleeping,
Pierce put
okay.
to sleep. And the only other thing you can see is that Scab's legs are dangling from the ceiling. And he seems to be wailing around up there. Like you can hear him just flailing around, slapping the wood up there.
Do you need help, Scab?
No, don't come up here. I don't want you to get bit. I done told that there's one left, and I done told him if he comes close to me, I'm going to eat him up. I don't care how much it goes through me with pain.
I'm gonna go and just like grab the bottom of his feet to get him like a better, like,
just a little
foothold.
more.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like prop up the bottom of his feet with my hands and make sure he's able to like get
Ooh,
some
there
more
I
leverage
go.
when he's attacking.
So yeah, you're pushed through the ceiling then. Scabs, like you can step fully up here if you'd like to at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get out of initiative and you just tell me what you want to do. The one lone snake that's left is kind of doesn't really have an appetite for it, since you're pretty much smell like you're dead, Scab, anyway, and you're just kind of full of all shadows and smoke. So it just kind of skitters off. You're looking in this crawl space. There are a bunch of crates and they're all kind of bumping around. They've got lids that have holes in them. Someone's been collecting snakes up here.
I think I'll collect some snakes of my own. Those 2 that got passed out, I'm going to stomp on them so they die. And then I'm just going to collect the 5 dead snakes that we got and just keep hold of those.
We might be able to
All right,
use
so I
it.
just revealed where you are, Scab. So big old hole up in here, and there's a door off to one side that's closed, and kind of just this big open area out this way as well.
All right, guys, I see a big all open spot to the side, and there's a whole mess of boxes full of more snakes. Paul, you want me to smash them snakes or just like chuck them out a window or something?
I mean, if they're contained,
Leave them that way?
throw them out the window or have a snack.
Have a snack? Yeah, that's a good idea. Light them on fire.
It's like thick spaghetti.
Okay, yeah, you take care of the
Thick
snakes.
poisonous spaghetti.
They do call them danger noodles for a reason.
This is true. Scab, so you're up in this room. Off to the side here, you see that there's a big open area. But your dark vision just goes in here a little bit. It's you can only see so far into here. There is something big and sparkly on the ceiling though, and you get to the impression of a very large open space. As you're eating your snake burrito, yes.
There's a big room. The ceiling.
And this is up and through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, up and through the hole.
So there's like a
one
third
up here.
floor?
Uh,
lower the
Nylar
crick
Tap,
if you
thanks for
want
those
it.
bits. That's fantastic.
Awesome. More rerolls.
I'll just lift my hands up. Scab.
Yeah. Yep. Scab will pull you up through. And
How many
you're in this
rerolls
kind
is
of
that?
like-
How many more rerolls is that?
I don't remember. I think it was that we were using them for boons.
Ah, that's right.
Like it was 100 bits for a boon.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you guys do them as rerolls for this.
Okay.
Can
There's
I
lots,
take
there's
one
lots of
of them as a
murder.
boon?
There's lots of murder in these modules. You might want them as rerolls.
So how many more rerolls is that then?
Two more,
Right on.
which I think is all we have.
So are we
Chance
going-
of Scab, you're up inside this kind of crawl space, and off to the side here, it looks like the wall has kind of caved in. Like this wasn't originally opened into this big room that's over here. It just, the walls have just kind of deteriorated, fallen apart, just revealing this big room. And then there's a door over here. Seems to be waterlogged a little bit. It's swollen in all the humidity.
Door's shut then.
It is shut.
Hey, Paul, you want me to just go kick in that door and see what's in there? Get everybody up first.
Let's all get up there first.
I mean, someone did try to douse y'all with snakes, right?
Yes, I mean we know there's someone up here, so let's keep hot
Yeah.
on that.
If you see somebody wearing boots, they're a fangy throwing beeper.
It's not me.
Oh, wait, you all wear boots.
Well, I do throw
They-
things, and I am a beeper, so it's just,
There definitely weren't Ivan's boots, because Ivan's boots are all shiny.
It's true. I always tell people if you see something, you say something.
Yes.
Is that our public service message for the night?
Yeah.
That
if you
and
see
don't
someone
punch
out there
snakes.
with a bunch of snakes throwing them at people, report that to the authorities, please.
Yeah.
And don't
trust
punch
them.
snakes.
Or
That one's 50-50.
That's true. Okay, so I believe Jebediah is holding up a lantern at this point as well.
Yeah.
So you can see, and so that big room, that big spacious room with something glittering on the ceiling, looks like it's a ballroom. It's a very fancy parquet floor. It had the interlocking wooden floor tiles to make this beautiful pattern. There's a large fireplace opening here, and in the ceiling is this great chandelier. Kind of glistens in the light.
it's this room in like considerable disrepair. Is it in pretty good shape?
Well, I mean, that beautiful chandelier, cut glass, parquet floors of great workmanship. It's seen better days, though. There's moss that hangs in the chandelier. There's a large hole in the floor. Well, you came up through that floor. The windows up here are also shuttered. The board have been hammered into the window area from this side, of course.
So if the guy ran off somewhere, he's probably like still up here somewhere.
You all, of course, the whole place smells musty and dank, but you're also catching like a smell of almost like an animal's den, like wet fur kind of smell up here too.
Hmm. Well, we could go in
The only other
room.
thing in the room are more of those boxes, wooden boxes with the tops that have holes in them.
They all look to be snakes.
You want to open one and find out?
I mean, not exactly. No, I was just kind of gonna look in.
Yes, if I've been pulled up there, I'll look in one.
Okay, looking through like the breathing holes. Yeah, there seems to be 4 large snakes in them. Give me just 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is there is there any light when the guy dumped the snakes on you?
What?
See him?
Okay.
Was there any light when the guy dumped the snakes? Did it seem like he was navigating just fine with no light?
Yeah, there was no light up there other than Scab's natural ability to see in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
speaking of, I'll look around for like some candles or something. Something that somebody who was living here before the hurricane might have used to light up the place.
Roll me a luck check.
All right. Hey, 3 under 11.
You find a set of beautiful silver. You think they're pure silver candelabras.
Ooh.
Or not candelabras, I forget what they're called. They have several where you put candles, like there's like 4 or 8 of them. And several beeswax candles still in wrappers. The wrappers have disintegrated through just time and damp. They don't look like they've been, like they're certainly not new. Okay, so they've been here for a while, but the wicks are still relatively dry, and you've got this pure silver candle holder for them.
Nice. Well, all right.
You
I'm lighting
gotta
up some candles.
Gotta hold your pinky out while you carry that.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they are,
And there is a door in the back wall here as well.
So you got a damp door and another door.
Yep. And these are windows. These little hashes here. These are all windows, and they're all boarded up, so you can't see out.
So the guy who was up here had to have gone through one of these doors.
Yep. The one in this back room where the hole is doesn't look like it's been opened in a while because the wood is swollen, like just expanded out. If anyone's been through there, they would have destroyed the frame or the door to get it open.
So,
I mean, I was going to suggest doing exactly that, but maybe we don't.
I mean, if you want to,
This set of double
sir.
doors looks fine, though. They're just closed.
I mean, he already threw snakes on us once. So what's he going to throw us when we go through the next door?
Well, we
Snakes.
know he's not at the other door, and he can't throw snakes on us from a door he hasn't gone through.
Exactly. Probably.
There's probably a gator behind that door, and it's going to eat your face off, Chance. I'm real sorry. I'll try and stop it, but I'll just fail again.
I can go in first. I'm rather robust right now with all my.
No,
cacti.
sir.
Oh,
No, respectfully,
before
sir,
you,
I insist you let it eat my flesh first.
before you do go through, Mr. McIntyre, I do believe Mr. Pajabums is still feeling the effects of his near-death experience.
We can get a little bit of that.
Do I get to try to heal again off of
Yeah.
So you're going to milk Pierce for his cactus juice.
Yeah, that's right.
unhappily?
Unhappily, but needingly.
Let's
Let's
take a
probably
confuse
better than
our
the
raiders
cute
about our
further.
healing techniques.
Yeah, as we found out, Ivan has zero cares in the world about this sort of thing. So he walks over and just going, "Ooh, milk."
Yes.
Our healing is based around the
if
this
premise of
achieved any other
vomits
effect,
and
I'd be much
milking
more
a cactus
unhappy.
player.
So, You'll have to cut a small hole in me. It'll deal 1 point of damage. And
To
one
get the
serving,
sweet nectar.
one serving is harvested and it can heal 1d4 hit points.
How
Oh, so
many
it's only
healings
one
are you
serving.
willing to
Okay.
suffer?
I don't know how you would want to interpret that as. You can only get just one serving at a time, or you can get one serving per hole they cut in me.
If you want to carve more holes in Pierce, I'll let you do that.
Who's all hurt?
I'm still missing 10 HP.
How many do you have
I'm
left?
at 5 out of 22.
11. I'm not as bad.
Oh. Yeah. I'd say
Ivan?
Jebediah probably needs it worse.
All right. I take one.
I just want it because I like milk.
I take 2 points of damage.
All right.
To Jebediah and Ivan, you each get some of my sweet, sweet milk. And it heals you a d4.
Savor that Chuck nectar.
Ow.
Wow. I got 2 health. I'm up to 7.
Delicioso. I wipe a Chuck mustache off my top lip.
It's called a Chuck
Pull some of the
stash.
prickles out.
Chuck stash.
Chuck stash, cash stash. Okay.
Right. So once you're done cannibalizing your friend,
Yeah.
For the greater good.
for the greater good, sure. What do you do?
You know what? While I'm like this, I'm going to go ahead and milk myself for myself.
Yourself.
I heard Marilyn Manson had to take out 2 of his ribs to do that.
All in all, this process left me 11 hit points. Rather
We're
than the same I
tied.
started with.
Ivan will lean over to Pierce and just kind of whisper to him, "Now be careful. You don't want to do that too often or you will go blind."
That is true. That is quite true.
He's already got needles growing out of his palms. I mean,
Yeah, I was thinking for a second there of patting him on the shoulder, and then I thought better of it.
Well, and I mean, technically, when I did throw... Nope, that was when my skin melted. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Also a normal event.
Where are we going now that you've all tasted my sweet, sweet milk?
Now, not all of us have, but okay.
I love you, Dad, but I don't think I'm ever going to taste your milk. I don't mean any disrespect.
No, I would prefer if you didn't.
Okay, thanks, Paul. I didn't want it to be weird.
Yeah.
Says the corpse to the cactus man.
Where have we gone so wrong?
Ah,
Oh,
Where are we
Here we
going?
go. There's a path less traveled.
The
and
path less traveled. Also, the one that technically might be to our left as a party.
that's the way we go.
so through the double doors that seem to be in good repair, or to force
No.
your way through the one that seems to be bad?
Force our way through.
Oh, yeah.
Force your way. Who's going to do it?
Not it.
Not it.
Papa said to kick the door down, and that's what I'm going to do.
Kick it
Yes.
down. Give me a strength check.
I will.
Me, since it is like a test of strength, I need to adjust that just a little bit. God, man, even on a D24, can't break
Wow.
10.
Okay. You do not break the door down, despite the GM having revealed the room.
We do have some rerolls. 3,
Yeah.
I think. 3 rerolls.
3, yeah.
If you
Go
guys
for
are
it.
comfortable with it, I will.
Go
But
for it.
I
I
feel
mean,
bad.
he already revealed the room, so like,
Okay, fair
We're
enough. Maybe it's a
obligated.
good faith thing. Let's do that then. God, still not good, but better.
it's better.
No, just
Okay,
flail
13 will
against the
definitely do it.
stone.
You kick the door open, revealing surprisingly, a room in good repair given the ruin of the rest of the house. There are bookshelves lining the walls filled with books. There's old tanned leather tomes residing on shelves. There's a broad flat desk that rests in the middle of the room atop a dark green carpet. 3 windows in the west wall overlook the flooded bayou outside the house. These windows still have glass and they're not boarded up.
Oh, good. We got materials for fire, guys.
There's also a set of stairs in the northeast corner.
Going up or
I'm not
down?
exactly sure where they go, but they do go down. You can see from where you are.
All of these books, does my sixth sense pick anything up?
Yes. Yes. These are those kinds of books.
Oh,
Nice.
magic books. I start stealing.
But not all of them. I mean, some of them you can see the titles. Some of you might be able to read Latin. And certainly Killian can read that some of them are in French.
Yeah, this is from a French family, so I'll look around.
Old, aristocratic High French. Some of them are, well, the ones that you can read, Killian, ordinary subjects like math, history, philosophy.
Boring,
But then there's
boring.
a whole section that Pierce's little spidey senses tingle. There's like a good dozen books on one particular shelf that just makes you all giddy inside.
I feel like Chance is underserved by his 14 intelligence.
At
None
this
of these
point,
books have good pictures in them.
everybody make me an intelligence check.
Oh
Don't worry.
man, so much intelligence tonight.
Oh boy.
Got a 6.
God, that was-
Oh my God.
Rerolls. Dan, how many we got left?
We got 2
left.
I'm using one
Ooh.
because
And, you know what? I might go ahead and use one as well.
How did Ivan
Okay.
score a 17? He was just looking for a picture book.
He found a really
Yeah.
good picture.
I mean,
book.
that's exactly why.
A
Well, the
naughty
thing is,
picture
occult
book.
books have lots of pictures in them. You know,
Aha!
sigils, naked ladies being sacrificed, that sort of
Whoa!
weird stuff. So
Oh,
We got one more
Jackpot.
reroll purchase.
I ain't so good with my letters, Pa. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Once things finally calm down, I'll teach you how
Okay.
to read.
So enough of you passed that you're not surprised as a very stealthy pair of people. People's pushing it. Come up through the stairway here. One of them is, let's just call him a werewolf, hulking half man, half wolf form. That is, he's coming up very stealthily, but when he detects, his nose goes in the air and he sees that a couple of you are turning his way. He rushes forward, and the attack behind him is, a woman of indeterminate age. She has long, flowing white hair with lots streaked with black, but her skin is flawlessly smooth. Killian obviously has got that French aristocracy kind of look, and she's wearing this gown that also reminds you of some that you've seen in picture books from
It's
back when.
Twilight. It's a vampire werewolf.
Oh, no.
Since
That was
some
a
of
French
you
name.
made that, we will go ahead and just do regular initiative instead of surprise, and we're going to just go one round into it since we're getting a little late here, and we'll just see how this plays out for how we will start next time. So everybody, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Boy.
Oof.
Oh, that was not very good.
finally!
Oh, hey, look at that. You got yourself a 20.
bear versus
Finally.
werewolf, who's gonna win?
Bear versus werewolf. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yep. Has everybody rolled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Ivan the bear, which makes sense as he is one of the people that were not surprised. You go first as you see this hulking half man, half wolf charging into the room very silently, but your senses tuned to a life in the ring and challenges of the physical variety cue you in that you're about to be slapped down. What do you do?
First thing I do is I activate Devil's Bane.
Okay.
Nice.
Allows my attacks to affect creatures normally immune to non-magical attacks. Additionally, attack damage, lucidii, and crit rolls increase by 1d against any creature not native to the earth. 1d3. Let me roll to see how many rounds it'll last.
Sure.
5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Excellent. Okay.
Including this one. All right.
So let's go. All right. So that's what I got. And he's rushing at us, right?
Yes, actually, he's rushing at you since you were one of the two that spotted them coming up. So he's rushing you. This is a towering 7-foot-tall man-wolf hybrid.
Fantastic. Okay. So then here's what I'll do. I'm going to roll for an arm drag.
All right. Go ahead.
So since he's rolling at me, since I got to modify my die size stuff here, I'm going to do it kind of manually. I'll go ahead and roll my lucidii first. Wait a second.
This one does
my
not
lucidii is
count
actually
as
up
a
one.
creature non-native to this plane, but your other stuff does help.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So actually, my lucidii goes up a die size as well. So that's going up to a D8, I believe. Ooh. All right. So it does go off.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
So
what
that's,
goes off? Hold on. Wait, hold on. What goes off?
That's the lucidii. Sorry. That's the lucidii.
Yeah, you got to see if you hit to begin with.
Yeah, I got to see if I could even hit it. So sorry. Roll D plus.
Feel like we should fill the silence with some JRPG attack music.
Ooh, yeah, that definitely doesn't hit. Nope. So that fails.
Yeah.
So I swing and miss.
Well,
Yeah, you go high.
Do we have a roll? Do we have a reroll?
Reroll it. Come on, tackle this werewolf.
Come on, yeah.
All right.
Wrestler versus werewolf. Let's do it. Oh my!
You go high, it goes low. So like you were expecting this big hulking beast to come at you high, but no, it gets down low on all fours and charges like your middle and legs. And since their turn's next, it will go ahead and attack you.
That's not good.
Okay, let's see. Gonna claw you. Claw sounds good. That's probably gonna miss. What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Yeah, so it attempts to tackle you, but your honed instincts from so many years in the ring, you almost do like a little bullfighter's pose where it charges past you and misses entirely. Meanwhile, though, his companion, the aristocratic lady, casts a spell.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh boy.
Who's gonna get spelled down?
Oof.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody, make me a reflex save.
Everybody. Oh no.
Sounds like a fireball. Okay, I got a 14. I feel okay about that.
14.
Okay, everyone who did
Maybe
not
my
get a
death.
14, you are knocked prone, and then make a luck check. For those of you that are knocked prone, please make a luck check.
I'm good.
Okay, I passed my luck check at least.
Failed.
Okay, Ivan, no big deal for you because you've got nothing in your hands anyway. So you don't drop anything. Jebediah, however, honestly, would you have had your card deck out or your gun out?
I probably would have had my. I would have had my gun out with the lantern because I need two hands to do the.
Gun and lantern both go flying. The lantern shatters
No.
and a fire starts in the library.
Okay.
Flaming cage match.
I just meant it as a joke when I said earlier that we were in a room full of fire materials.
Pierce, you made your check, so you are not flat on your butt. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna fire up my branding iron. And I'm gonna dump how much can I dump into this for some spell burn action? I'm gonna dump two. I need to dump. All right, I'm gonna dump one agility. And you know what? One strength. I'm just gonna dump. Let's keep going. There's no need to stop. Also, 2 personality. So I'm gonna spell burn 4.
What does that
branding
look
iron.
like? How are you harming yourself to do this?
Well, I am a cactus man with cactus palms, so I just slap myself in the face and just drag it down my face, tearing up my cacti flesh.
Well, all that healing stuff oozes out of you. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Make your roll.
And then, so yeah, this will be a +4 just on spell burn.
Boom, 23.
That's a crit. I mean,
Wow.
23 plus the 4 additional, so that's actually a 27.
Oh my lord.
Make sure you take your boon for making the crit.
Oh, nice. So then a 27 for branding iron. You know what? I'm going to luck that up one more. To get to 28 to get to the next tier.
Okay.
We gotta figure out how we get our luck
left.
You don't. I just am committed
Well,
to not having luck.
It can be awarded, right?
Yeah.
All right. So for 3d12 or 3d3 plus 2 rounds, I awaken the hellfire stored in my branding iron. On a successful touch attack, it deals fire damage, a poop load of fire damage. But I don't really care about that. I want the boon. So whenever I strike an ally with this, they're going to take 1 point of damage. They're going to get 3 damage reduction and a +1 modifier to armor class, saves, and initiative. So next round, I am going to start slapping all of you friends with my branding iron.
Amazing.
No.
Chance, you're up.
And also during this time, my spit creates globes of magical darkness.
Lord.
Which could be handy.
So do you get to hit anybody with your iron on the initial cast?
No.
No, it's a separate action.
It
Casting is an
activates and
action
then
Yeah.
gotcha.
Chance feels threatened. So he's gonna shoot. First shot.
Dad.
First shot will be all right.
Okay. So that is Chance. What are you doing?
My deed does
Shooting,
not
apparently.
go off, but it'll be 7 damage.
Well, who are you shooting at?
Werewolf, because at the moment he's more threatening to me physically and he's closer.
Okay. Let me check something real quick.
It is a 20, so I suspect I'll hit.
I just need to check something real quick. I'm thinking that we changed this.
Oh, for the effects of the shooting the guns. I am, for what it's worth, using the spirit rounds. Like I spent personality to load it.
Yeah, I don't think they anymore affect. Hold on, let me just find it real quick. I just went through doing another editing and passing.
Yeah, this is like one of those like in the rules. I don't remember. So it used to be that they were counted as magical damage.
Yeah, but I think that was dumped, and they do hurt ghosts more now, but I don't think they count as magical. I think that's one of the things that got nerfed. Yeah. Okay. So, in addition to the added accuracy, ammo loaded into the possessed firearm is charged by the essence of the spirit and can harm creatures native to the spirit world. So, no, it doesn't harm creatures that need magic unless they come from natively from the spirit world. Okay,
Chance
that's what I
doesn't know
needed to
better.
know. Yeah. So yeah, you shoot, you hit. How much damage did you do? 6 points of damage?
It was 7, I think. Was it 7?
7. Okay. You gonna take another shot?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Jam. All right. Take that.
There's
hex.
spirit rounds, so I think it just ends my turn is all.
It ends your turn. You can clear that automatically, but you do. Oh wait, no, they were all spirit. You weren't shooting normal bullets, right? Okay, so
No.
yeah, no hex. Yeah, like
No hexes.
you still get the hex. It just doesn't jam.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend my
And you
boots.
don't roll. Yeah, and you don't roll the chart
misfire.
because of that.
Yeah, I'll
So
spend my
Scab.
boots to get rid of my hex.
What you doing, Scab?
I mean, it's been a spell. Like maybe just in good faith, I should say the shadow thing is dissipated from Scab.
Oh,
then.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just every time we come to one of these places, I'm just so sick and tired of it. We were gonna do something good, and you come sneaking up on you. You just you're nothing. You are just dirty, stinking bleep, and you're just a dirty, stinking son of a bleep. And I just had all that I can take. I'm sick of all of you. Stop it. Just get down and.
I'll use the laughing skull thing as the skin just peels away from Scab's face and hailfire burns from his eyes as he chatters at them. As they need to make, I think it is TN 13. Yeah, TN 13 willpower checks, which is not super hard, but
So what is the effect if they fail?
it's a random thing. If they fail, they're going to have something terrible happen to them for several rounds.
Okay. This is the laughing skull thing, right?
Yeah,
I
laughing
just need
skull.
to check something real quick. Give me one.
It's a duration of D3 plus 3, so I can. So if they fail, it's a random thing that happens to them, but it'll happen to them for 4 rounds.
Yep. Okay. That is not a fear-based thing. That's just what I wanted to check up on. It's just a kind of a random chaotic thing. So this is the werewolf-looking dude. I'm not claiming he is or isn't. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, no.
He fails.
Nice.
Fails.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, so what happens to the werewolf? It's a random roll.
So for the werewolf, they need to roll a D6.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll
A 2.
On a 2? The werewolf, the werewolf flies into a blind rage and attacks their closest ally. So for 4 rounds, that werewolf is going to attack his ally.
Oh, wow.
You're just nothing but a dirty son of a bleep. Why don't you just turn on her? You know she made you like this. You know it's not fair. Nothing in this life is fair. Why don't you just rip her throat out? End it now.
he turns on the woman behind him and growls. Okay, what happens to her? D6?
D6.
That wouldn't be hilarious.
A 1.
Same thing.
She falls into the fetal position, clawing at their head and trying to get the laughter out.
How long?
Oh no!
So
4 rounds.
4 rounds. She's just going to go into the fetal position while her ally tries to kill her.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
We're good, guys.
Okay. So Jebediah, I think you're up next.
If I attack them, does it interrupt that?
No, it does not. But you're also prone. You need to get up.
Oh yeah.
Unless you want to do something from the floor. I mean, you don't have to get up for everything.
Yeah,
Up
I'll
to you.
stretch a little bit and then get up. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get up, I guess, and if they're committed to that action, I'll fire a shot off at the werewolf then.
For sure. Wait, with your gun?
Oh yeah. I'll go look for that.
Gun is gone
Maybe
skittering
you
off
gather your
somewhere.
things up. Oh, we could put the fire out before it kills us all.
The fire's on. Yeah, I'll spend my turn trying to douse all the flames from my lantern.
If you spend your turn doing that, it hasn't caught very far yet. So if you spend your turn to do it, no problem. Killian?
Okay.
Oh boy. Madame Leroux, je suis la balle bleue, and I'll draw my pistol. I'll cast gloom on my pistol so that its rounds now affect undead creatures.
Yeah.
And then I'll shoot who I assume to be Madame Leroux.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's see. Oh, I'll actually have to.
She's prone, so she's actually easier to hit. Well, actually, no. Prone's worse.
She's harder to hit, isn't she? Because she's prone.
Yeah, she's harder to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so I'm gonna
-2.
I'm gonna roll a 1d24 because it's got gloom now on it. So, dang. Oh well.
That goes wide. That goes very wide.
Yeah.
Firing for effect.
All right. So we will end it there for the night. First volley of the round. They are attacking each other with a spellcaster and a fetal ball as the werewolf will be attacking her for the next 4 rounds. Fire's put out. That's all good. Interesting thing to note, Scab. Though Scab has limited brain capacity, he does have enough brain capacity to realize that the werewolf dude ain't wearing boots. Just throwing that out there. Neither is she. And we'll end it there.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Chuck, why don't you do some announcements for Defenders of Kobold?
That's me. Yes, I am Chuck. Yeah, Defenders of Kobold, twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. That's where you can find me. And a lot of the people you see on the screen. If you swing by our channel Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central, we usually are doing our alien campaign called All Fear the Ishtar, but we're going to be down a person this coming Wednesday, so we're going to run a one-shot of something. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be something. Let's see. Fridays, we have our own Dungeon Crawl Classics campaign called Dead Sun, in which Jake, one of his former characters, released a monster that ate the sun. So they've been dealing
as you do
with that. Yes,
as you do.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It is the craziest campaign I think I've ever ran, and it's absolutely amazing. So many characters have died. The entire plot's been derailed so many times, from wonky time travel that cut one of Joe's characters in half to stray teleportations to being shrunk and having to fight ants to, I mean, it just gets weirder every session.
We've about covered everything, including people being turned into pies.
Yeah. And then just, I know, a lot of people are going to be not having anything to do. So Black Friday, it's Friday after Thanksgiving, we're doing a double header on Defenders of Kobold. One at 1 p.m. Central, one at 10 p.m. Central, where we're doing a funnel where the parties are going to be playing disgruntled Christmas elves fighting their way through a shopping mall to take out the big man. I have a working title, but it is super not appropriate. So swing by and check it out.
Big surprise.
Yeah, that's the 25th.
Check out the Discord channel for all the deets on that.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Jeremy, tell us about that Patreon got going on.
Yeah, y'all, you can check out Aaron Race on Patreon. You've got comic books, maps, tokens, fun RPG assets. Check it out.
Good stuff. And on my own stream, twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder, or go to Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. You can find almost 14 years worth of podcasting goodness on there. We've been playing for a long time with many voices from all around the world. We continue to do so. The next thing we have coming up is Tuesday, which would normally be a first edition Dungeons and Dragons game. We're taking a little break and we're just going to do a one shot. Going to do one shots for a little bit. And when we pick that campaign back up again, it will be with second edition Dungeons and Dragons. Same campaign, same characters, translated over into second edition. Other than that, let's see. Friday, BX Dungeons and Dragons. Saturday, maybe. We still have to confirm if people are available, but that might be Cyberpunk Red, our cyberpunk / humor game. I'm going for like a cyberpunk smashed with friends vibe. So far, it's dark humor.
You're not going for the Edge Runners experience now.
No, indeed. Guys, thanks so much for watching tonight. Some great number of people came through. Lots of raids on us.
That was awesome.
Good stuff.
Welcome
We play
to the
this
show.
every other Saturday when we're able. When Goodman doesn't bump us off for other more important things like charity events.
Or less
And
offensive.
good wholesome programming, unlike us.
Yeah.
Unlike us. Right. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.